that 97% of the things that you fear, or if they do happen, you can manage. So in a way, there's really nothing to be fearful about, because most likely you're going to find a way to make it work. Hello and welcome to World Cup Habits. My name is Pepe, and in this video, I'll be speaking to you about bye-bye fear, how to overcome your fear as a soccer player and be more confident. This is a very interesting topic, and I really hope it helps you. Before I share these 3 key points, I wanted to invite you to visit our website, World Cup Habits, because there's a free course that you can download, and this is going to help you become mentally strong as a soccer player. I've applied this with professional players, amateur players, elite players. If it's helped them, it's going to help you. It's completely free. I also have a podcast with my good friend, David Copeland-Smith from Beast Mode Soccer. We do a podcast every week where we speak and share with you our experiences of how to become a better soccer player on the field and off the field as well. Very interesting. Now, these 3 points I want to share with you. How to say bye-bye to your fear. The first one is that you see this as a game. I want you to see this as a game. So when you see this as a game, in a way, you're saying to your mind, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be interesting. If you're very, very strict, if you see this as something like, oh, I have to get it right, then it's not a game. So the first thing is see this as a game, and it's a game that you're getting better. Becoming mentally tough as a soccer player is a game. And the only way to get better is if you enjoy it, if you enjoy the challenge of it. All right? So, first point. Now we've got that clear. First point. Fear is normal. We don't want to get rid of fear. And you might be saying, what, Pepe? That's crazy. I mean, I don't want fear. I don't want anything to do with it. Well, yes, you do. Because imagine if you're walking, you're crossing the street, and a car is coming towards you. What do? Do you just stay there and say, well, I hope it moves. I hope it stops? No, you move, you run, you stop, whatever, but you're going to do something to avoid it. And that's thanks to fear. So fear is keeping you alive. So we don't want to stay away from fear all the time. And we have to remind ourselves that fear is there to keep us alive. So what we have to tell our minds in a way is say, okay, is this a real life or death situation? Is it a life or death situation in a game? No, it isn't. I'm not saying it's not important, but you have to recognize that this isn't life or death. It is important. But if you start seeing it so important, then your mind will start thinking of it like, oh, this is a life or death. And this is going to activate the most basic part of your brain, which is the reptilian brain. And it's just going to be like this, in panic mode. So obviously you won't be able to play well. So fear is normal, but we have to first differentiate and ask yourself, is this life or death? No. So we accept that this is not life or death, and we say fear is normal. There are just some circumstances where it is going to help me and where it isn't going to help me. That's the first one. Second step, did you know that 85% of the things that you fear don't happen? 85% of the things that you fear don't happen. Our mind is always thinking, oh, if I miss the PK, if we lose, if they do this, if they do that, if I miss a pass, whatever it is, all of these scenarios, it's normal that your mind is thinking in a way because it wants to keep you alive. It wants you to do well. But 85% of those things never happen. But even more interestingly, out of the 15% left, 79% of those things that did happen within that 15%, and this is a bit getting into maths, people found out that they could deal with these issues. So that basically means that 97% of the things that you fear, or if they do happen, you can manage. So in a way, there's really nothing to be fearful about, because most likely you're going to find a way to make it work. So what we want to do, and why I share with you these stats, is so that your mind can just calm down a bit and say, well, this is not life or death. Once again, it's a game, and most of these scenarios won't happen. It's important that I do take into consideration that they could happen, but if they do happen, there's a way I can solve them. So that's the second point. The first one was fear is normal. We just see it as life or death. This is not life or death. It's a game. Second one, most things that I'm thinking of will never happen. And if they do happen, I'm going to manage them. And this is backed by science. And the third thing is that you can either think of the things that you don't want to happen, or you can think of the things that you do want to happen. So you have a choice. And this happens to me all the time. If I'm thinking of all the things that I don't want to happen, my mind is focused on that. It's focused on that. It's focused on that. So most likely it's going to be going that direction. But if you say to your mind, okay, I'm going in this direction and thinking of the things that I do want to happen, now my mind is being focused on what I do want things to happen. So you're feeding it in a way with whatever could be. So this is something that's very important. Remember, it's a game. So if you stop seeing it as a game, you become too rigid and you don't want that. So what are you focusing on? The things that you don't want to happen or the things that you do want them to happen? So focus on the things that you do want them to happen and focus on those things that help you, that serve you. And if you think of those negative things, because negative things or obstacles will happen during a game, do this. Write down, if this happens, then I'll do this. If I miss this pass, then I'll do this. If they score a goal, an early goal, then we'll do this. If I miss a PK, I will do this. So now what you're doing, what you're saying to your mind once again, is that I'm prepared. If this happens, I have a plan. And this is very important. It's very important because this calms down your mind. So bit by bit, the more you practice this, the more you're saying bye-bye to fear, and you're overcoming your fear of playing and you become more confident. It's important also that you recognize that this doesn't happen overnight. It's like you going to the gym. You want to get stronger. You just don't go one time and that's it. You're really, really strong. You have to go every single day or every other day. It's the same thing with your mind. If you want to be mentally tough, mentally strong, apply this every single day. So I really hope this helps you. There are more videos that you can watch on how to become a better soccer player on and off the field with World Cup Habits. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. If you're interested also in working with me, you just go to World Cup Habits, and there you'll find all the information of how you can work with me. I've coached players for many, many years, 10 years actually, at all different levels. I'll be happy to help you become mentally strong as a soccer player. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, you're still there. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you. And if it did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you have any comments, please write them down below. We would love to interact with you, to answer your questions so you can become a better soccer player.